Hey you guys, thanks for tuning in. Today I'm going to be doing just a little review between the Mafate Speed 2 and the Speedgoat 4. So with the Mafate Speed 2, this is the second version of the Mafate Speed. I love the color. So they are a nice bright shoe, very aesthetically pleasing. The bottoms, they're really, the main point that I wanted to make with the Mafate Speed is that they're really made for hard pack trail. As you can hear, it's a very hard plastic. You do have a nice little cushion here on the heel, but it really isn't that much of a cushion. It makes for some interesting things out on the trail. So depending on the terrain that you're gonna be running, this is a fantastic shoe, and I'll get into that in just a minute. Speedgoat has a really, really soft and squishy inside that when it goes over roots and bumps and rocks, it really conforms to those roots, bumps, and rocks. So a couple of things about the Mafate Speed 2, with that harder sole and a lot less cushion and a lot less give here. It's really made for hard pack terrain, excellent on climbing, especially on hard pack terrain. This grip is phenomenal. This Vibram sole is so sticky. It's really good at climbing. What I did notice though when I was going over rocky terrain on Mount Timpanogos is that because it doesn't have as much give as the Speedgoat 4, squish wise and cushion on the bottom, is that it put a lot more strain on my ankle and my knee joints, because the shoe it's so stiff that as it goes over rocky terrain, it doesn't give as much as the Speedgoat 4. So I felt a little bit more pressure on that ankle and the knee. So I love these shoes. I'll definitely use them for hard pack terrain, but once I get into the rocky stuff, I'm definitely gonna use the Speedgoat 4. The fun thing about that Speedgoat 4, this cushion, it has so much cushion that it honestly feels like you're running on a cloud. And you get to feel all the rocks in a sense, like not so much that they're jabbing through and hitting your feet, but you get to feel them because this cushion is so soft, like so incredibly soft. Just grabbing the sides of it right here, it's so squishy and nice. But you get the feel of the rocks without, but because it's so thick, you don't get them jabbing up in your heels. But the cool thing about the Speedgoat 4 is that it wraps around rocks. It really does. It's like a sponge, and it kind of wraps around rocks. And so it doesn't roll all that much, where the Mafate Speed is so stiff that it kind of like rolls and pops. I sprained my ankle twice in the Mafate Speed on Timpanogos, and I was really happy to have the Speedgoat 4s the next time that I went. One other interesting thing about the Mafate Speed 2, this very, very thin tongue. I found that as I laced up the laces, if I do a lot of downhill work in these Mafate Speeds, I get the laces cutting into the top of my foot because this tongue is so thin. So I'm really gonna use these more for flat and hard pack terrain. I really hope this review was helpful. Again, the Mafate Speed 2, an excellent shoe for hard pack and for flats for me. And the Speedgoat 4, best trail running shoe for any terrain. So everybody has their preferences, but I just kind of wanted to give you an idea of the feel of the Mafate Speed 2 versus the Speedgoat 4.